Dear man on the B82 bus via Kings Highway, I understood when I stepped on your foot and you said, you stepped on my foot, and you did your hands like this, and you're like, you stepped on my foot. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, man, I'm really sorry. But then, after I'd apologized 3 times, you're like, you stepped on my foot. I'm thinking maybe you're hard of hearing, or maybe you have trouble letting things go. But I turn to you and I smile sweetly and I say, I'm sorry, because that's the thing that polite people do. So I apologize for the 4th time, and I turn away. And then you start talking to guys standing, you try to get off the bus. You turn and you're like, man, women, they don't watch where they're going. When they have just the next person just step on my phone, just hit them, I'm like, what? I stepped on your toe, I didn't rob you, I didn't kick you with nuts. Calm down, let it go. So the bus trudges along, crawls, and then you call your phone company and you're like, listen, hypothetically, if I couldn't pay my bill, what would happen? Hypothetically, what would happen? Now, I thought it was common sense that if you couldn't pay your bill, that service got cut off, but maybe you're new to the world, because so far, the behavior obviously, you're a baby. You're a humongous baby. So I was like, okay, that explains a lot. But then when they're like, okay, we give you a 10-day grace period after the day your bill is due, and then we shut off service, and you're like, yeah, doesn't work for me. Can I get 10 extra days? I'm just like, what? Seriously? I wasn't surprised when they're like, no, sorry. Because 10 extra days is pretty good. I usually get like 3 days, including a warning, and then that's it. Actually, service on my phone's been cut off for the past month. So, yeah. Now, I'm thinking, wow, this guy, he is an asshole. Then you turn to me, and I have a book in my hand, and you're like, hey, is that a good book? You don't bitch me out, and then look at my book and ask if it's good. But you're 43 and you're kind of scary, so I go, okay, yeah, it's a good book. I'm thinking that that's it. And you're like, what's it about? You want me to summarize the book for you? But I do. And you laugh because it's a funny plot. And you're like, who's that? Point at the actress on the cover because, Atonement is the book and it was made into a movie. And I'm like, that's Keira Knightley. And you're like, isn't that Natalie Portman? Natalie Portman was in Star Wars. Keira Knightley is in Atonement, not Keira Knightley. Then you point at the guy, and I didn't remember his name at the time. His name is James McAvoy. But you point at him with 100% confidence. You're like, yeah, that guy's Bob something. I don't remember what name you gave me, but I'm just like, what? No, he's not. What is wrong with you? Like, this was nominated for so many awards. You have to know who the actors and actresses in this movie are because that is impossible. But I'm like, alright, maybe, you're a baby in the news world. I can understand that. So I've given you your summary. I've talked about the actors and actresses, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And I make a point of turning away from you. You're not done with me though, because as we're approaching Flatbush Avenue, you're like, are you almost at Remsen? How much longer till we get to Remsen? That's like bus lingo for are we there yet? That's what children do. Small children. You're the most immature man I've ever met, and seriously, I feel bad for your future girlfriend, or, probably call her current girlfriend, your current girlfriend. I bet you're going out with some stupid girl who's as immature as you are. From me to you, grow up.